So I want to tell you to wake up, because the reality is that most of us live in this illusion that we think that we're living life at a conscious level. But a lot of studies show that 50% of our daily behavior is unconscious behavior that's triggered by our environment or other triggers that have us do and behave in specific ways that we don't even recognize that we're doing them, right? I remember my mom used to always tell me, never tell your dad that you need to talk, because as soon as you tell him that you need to talk, he's going to get defensive. And I didn't understand what that meant. But the reality was that for him, when he was young, when his parents would tell him we need to talk, that meant he was about to get spanked, right? So that was a trigger word for him. So he would react in a way not knowing that he was doing it. So the reality is that your life right now is that most of it, you're living it at unconscious level. So if you want to live a different life, then that means that you have to wake up. You have to wake up to being able to create a new reality. So how do you do that? You do that by changing some of the things that you do on a daily basis. Sometimes you can do that by, instead of driving to work in the same direction in the same way, shift it up a little bit. You know, when you get out of work, maybe stop for 5 minutes at a park or stop somewhere to walk, or whatever it may be that's going to take you out of that routine so you're not living in autopilot. When you get home, instead of just turning the TV on and watching the same show, whatever it is, do something different that's going to trigger a different response. Even changing things around your house can trigger different responses for us in our brain, in the way that we view things, in our way and ability to deal with uncertainty in life. And another part is just becoming more conscious of it. You know, when you're having a conversation, when you're doing something, become more present in the moment. So meaning when you're driving to work, look at your surroundings. Look at what's happening around you instead of just living in that autopilot state. Become more aware of your sensations, of what's happening around you, of your ideas, of your thoughts. Because the most part, what's happening is that, again, you can be driving to work and not even realize that you got there until you got there because you weren't present. And the more you catch yourself spacing out and not actually being present in the moment, the more that you can shift it and the more that you'll be able to live in a more conscious state. And again, it has to happen intentionally. So you have to actually put the effort in to actually catch yourself doing it, so then you can be more aware of your surrounding and be more in the moment. And the more you do that, then the more that you can be in the driver's seat of your life and make the decisions that are going to make the changes. Because as long as you're living on autopilot, you can't make changes. You're just going to keep living the same reality over and over and over again. So again, if you want to wake up, you have to be more conscious about your environment. Make some changes to your daily habits so you're not living the same routine over and over again. So your brain starts dealing with the fact that there's some, uncertainty and differences that can happen. And also tell your brain that you want to be more awake and more aware. And by telling you that I want to be more aware of things, your brain actually looks to do that because you're giving it a command. The brain is very powerful. Use it to your advantage.